today I'm going to be showing you a simple flow that you can do to kind of wake up and energize for your day. So we're going to begin in our Sukhasana, our cross-legged position. Feel your sits bones begin to root down into your mat. You can draw your navel in and up, finding length in your spine. And I always invite you to close your eyes. Just begin to breathe. With every in-breath, we welcome the belly to fill up. And with every exhale, begin to sigh everything out. Beginning the practice of letting go. If you'd like, place one hand on the belly and one at your heart center, helping you to stay present with your breath, feeling grounded in this moment. Now always remembering the breath flows in and the breath flows out. From here, when you're ready, bringing your hands to Anjali Mudra, prayer posture, heart center, we allow ourselves to take a moment, set an intention for our practice. So maybe this morning it's a wish for the rest of the day, or a simple feeling. Maybe it's a prayer. But we allow us to be guided by it for the rest of practice. And when you're ready on your next exhale, go ahead and release the hands down by the side body. Inhale, arms come up overhead. Interlock the fingers here and press up. Palms to sky. Finding that length in the spine. And just breathing here for a moment. And maybe from here on your next exhale, we lean gently to one side, stretching through our obliques in the side body. Inhale, come back to center. And exhale to opposite side. Inhale all the way back up. And exhale, we press our walls away. Beautiful. So from here on our next inhale, we will find our tabletop position, hands and knees. We stack our joints. Wrists right underneath shoulders. Knees underneath our hips. We'll take a few cat-cow, a wonderful spine and heart opener. So on our inhales, our belly drops, face lifts. Sits bones point up into cow. Exhale, tailbone tucks. We round through our thoracic spine into our cat. Inhale, belly drops, face lifts. And exhale, tuck and round. Moving with your own breath here. Inhaling and exhaling. Doing what feels right and what feels good for you. Really inviting that spine to open, to lengthen. Beginning to wake all that beautiful energy. And then when you're ready on your next inhale, coming back to center, our tabletop position, flat back. From here on our exhale, we're going to curl our toes. We plant through the palms as we press up and back. Adho Mukha, our downward facing dog. So this could very well be the first down dog of our day, but definitely the first down dog of our practice. So we just take a moment here. So really checking in with the body. Perhaps walking your dog like I'm doing. So just pedaling the feet back and forth, welcoming those heels to sink a little bit closer to our mat. The palms spread wide like starfish. Thumb and index fingers plug in, providing us with an anchor. From here, we're really pressing through, opening the backs of the legs. So the sit bones are nice and high, and our core is tight. We always take a moment and take a breath. Head hangs heavy. When you're ready, on your next inhale, the right leg will lift high to the sky as we find our three-legged dog. On your exhale, gently begin to glide it forward. Find your runner's lunge. So from here, dropping that back left leg, inhale, sweeping the arms up. Biceps by ears, come into your modified lunge. Beautiful. Deep hip opener here. Inhale, set the gaze up, look up, and then exhale, we press and fold forward. Bracket that front foot. From here, curl the back toe, bring yourself back to your runner's lunge. Can you plant the left palm and peel open? Right arm floats up. Gentle side twist. Breathing. Inhale, bring it back to center. And on our exhales, we scoop our bellies in and take it back to our high plank. From here, can you shift forward, find a high to low, and press up into your upward facing dog. Heart center is open, gaze is set up. And then exhale, can you curl your toes, take it back. Your downward facing dog. Beautiful, so warming up into our practice here. On our next inhale, we will set the left leg up high to the sky. And then exhale, step it forward, find our runner's lunge. From here, dropping that back right knee this time. Inhale, sweep up. Modified lunge. Biceps by ears. Inhale, we set the gaze up. And exhale, press and fold forward. Bracket that front foot. Curling on that back right toe this time. Runner's lunge. Planting through the right palm. Float the left palm up. Side twist. Deep low lunge here. And nice open heart center. Inhale, bring it back to center. And then on your exhale, we scoop our bellies in and take it back high plank. From here, shift forward, high to low. Press up into your upward facing dog. Now pause. Can you challenge yourself? Only the tops of your feet and your palms pressing into the mat. Let yourself float here. And on your exhale, curl your toes and take it back. Downward facing dog. Beautiful job, guys. Pedaling out those feet again. Walking that dog. Really welcoming those heels to sink as low as they can into the mat. Taking a moment and taking a breath. And when you are ready on your next inhale, bending the knees generously, look to the front of your mat. And from here, you can walk, step, or hop right to the front. Exhale, press up and fold. Uttanasana, our forward fold. So Uttanasana can look a little bit different for most people. You can either have the arms hanging limp. Maybe we rock side to side a little bit, really releasing down. From here, perhaps we grab opposite elbows, creating a cradle for the head. And if you have any lower back issues, please provide a gentle, very slight micro bend in the knee, helping to release through the lumbar spine. Uttanasana is restorative and relaxing. A counterpose to our heart openers. Inhale from here, finding your flat back, so palms to shins. As we flatten out, crown of the head shoots forward. And then on our exhale, we fold a little deeper. Inhale, bend the knees generously, tuck that chin, roll up bone by bone, arms come all the way up overhead. And back to your Anjali Mudra prayer posture, heart center. From here, releasing the arms down, we are now in our Tadasana, mountain pose. Four corners of our feet are rooted down into the mat, grounding us. Navel draws in and up, heart center is open as the wrists energetically pull down towards the mat. Inhale, sweep those arms all the way back up overhead. And then exhale, we press and fold. Swan dive down. Back to your Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, find that flat back. Exhale, can you bend the knees? Plant the palms. Walk, step, or hop right to your high plank. From here, again, we shift forward, finding our high to low. Press up into our upward facing dog. Floating here. And exhale, curl your toes and take it back. Downward facing dog. Beautiful job. A sun salutation is a wonderful way to wake up and energize in the morning. So we will do one more. From here on your inhale, bend the knees. Go ahead and set the gaze forward. Walk, step, or hop to the front of your mat. And exhale, we fold. Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, find that flat back. And exhale, fold deeper. Inhale, bend the knees, roll yourself up bone by bone. Arms come all the way up overhead. And exhale, Anjali Mudra, prayer posture, heart center. Inhale, can you send your energy high, set the gaze up. Maybe this time a gentle back bend. Peel open the heart center to the sky. As we exhale, press and fold forward. Swan dive all the way down. Back to your Uttanasana. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the palms, walk, step, or hop to your high plank. From here, we shift forward, high to low. Press up into an upward facing dog. And exhale, curl your toes and take it back. Downward facing dog. Beautiful job. Very good. And when you're ready, from here, on your next inhale, this time we'll raise the right leg up, high to the sky. Three-legged dog once again. And on our exhale, we will step it forward, find that runner's lunge. From here, this time I want you to pivot out on that back left foot. Outer edge is parallel to the edge of the mat, and pull yourself up. Using your core, deep bend in that right leg as we peel open through the shoulders and find warrior one. Warrior two, Virabhadrasana 2. So deep low lunge here. Our shoulders are pulling the energy out energetically through our wrists. Inhale, can you flip your palm, shift forward, pull yourself back. Energy goes high as we reverse our warrior. And then from here on your exhale, can you begin to straighten that front leg, tip the hip back as you reach forward, bringing that right arm all the way down, left arm comes up. Utthita Trikonasana, triangle pose. Check in with your alignment. Check in with your breath. Palm can either come onto the shin, can come onto the ankle or foot, or if you can, it can come onto the mat. But even in this tricky posture, still finding a revolving spin of the spine and an openness in our heart centers. From here on your next inhale, can you windmill yourself back to Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2, and then exhale all the way down. Keep both arms on the inside of that right leg. If you need to, heel toe that foot out a little bit, coming back onto our runner's lunge here, but nice and wide. We're going to drop that back left knee. Beautiful, straighten it out. Can you begin to walk the arms down onto your forearms? Can you find lizard posture? So this is a challenging posture. This is a hip opening posture. So you will really feel a deep stretch, deep into the hips, the emotional junk drawer of our bodies. Breathing here for a moment. Beautiful. From here, on your next inhale, press yourself back into that high lizard posture. Curl that back left toe and come right back up into that runner's lunge. From here, we're going to gently walk the right foot back and find the high plank. Very good. Shift forward. High to low, chaturanga. Press up into upward facing dog. And exhale, curl your toes. Take it back. Downward facing dog. Beautiful job. And as we begin to breathe front to back using our whole respiratory system, we also balance out both sides of the body. So on our next inhale, that left leg will lift high to the sky, finding that three-legged dog. And exhale, press it forward. We find the runner's lunge. This time, pivoting out on the back right foot, pull yourself up. Virabhadrasana 2, warrior 2. On opposite side, wrists pull out energetically. Nice and strong. Inhale, flip that palm. Lean forward, reverse. Send your energy high. And then exhale, press and fold all the way down. Left arm comes down this time, right arm comes up. Utthita Trikonasana on opposite side, triangle pose. Take a moment to notice one side, maybe a bit more limber or steady than the other. And that's okay, that's why we balance both sides of the body. Always just observing here. Inhale, windmill yourself back to Virabhadrasana 2, warrior 2. And then on your exhale, we windmill all the way down. Both hands come to the inside of that left foot. Heel toe it out if you need to, nice and wide. Back onto a wide runner's lunge. We drop that back right knee. Walk your hands forward. If you can, get down onto the forearms or as low as feels comfortable for you. As we hang out here for a moment in lizard posture, that hip opening posture. So to begin our day, just really welcoming that breath energetically down towards the hips, increasing that blood flow down there. Allowing ourselves to let go of anything we hold on to. Breath flows in. Breath flows out. Inhale. Walk yourself back up. High lizard posture. Planting through the palms as we curl that back right toe this time. And then from here, slowly bringing that left foot all the way back to meet the right, high plank. From here, you're going to shift forward, but lower for 3, for 2, and for 1. All the way down onto your bellies. Go ahead and make yourself nice and comfortable. Perhaps we rest our third eye center onto the tops of our hands. Maybe we can bend the knees, windshield wipe back and forth, massaging the hips down into the mat. Beautiful. And then from here, releasing the legs down and walking the hands underneath the shoulders. Taking a few gentle baby cobra flows here. So palms are right underneath the shoulders. On our inhales, we'll press up. Only our heart centers lift, or as much as if you were to let go of your hands, you're still floating here. You're using your back and your core muscles. So the palms are just there just to keep you steady, but they're not holding you up. So inhale up and exhale fold. 2 more times. Inhale, lift, and exhale all the way down. Beautiful. One last time. Inhale, lift it up, and exhale, fold. Excellent. Maybe the hands come to T posture this time. Pressing one cheek into the mat. And then on your next breath, switching over to opposite side. And then when you're ready, bringing the palms back onto the mat. From here, we're going to press ourselves all the way up and roll ourselves all the way back into child's pose. So in child's pose, our knees can be nice and wide, big toes touch. We welcome the sits bones all the way back towards the heels. We allow ourselves to stretch out actively through the fingers and our palms. Arms are long, forehead hangs heavy onto the mat. And we find that length in the spine. We use these moments to rejuvenate in our practice, to remind ourselves of our intention, and to begin to cool the body. So taking a moment and taking a breath. When you are ready on your next inhale, slowly rolling yourself back into your tabletop position. You're stacking those joints. And then when you are ready, on your exhale, we will just begin to welcome the sits bones back down onto the mat as we come into our seated position to finish our class. So stretching the legs out here, finding a dandasana, so our active seated position or staff pose. Pressing through the heels. Sits bones are rooted firmly into our mat, finding length in the spine. Inhale, bring the arms up, overhead, biceps by ears. And exhale, press the walls away. Inhale, can you plant the palms right behind you? Point through the toes as if you were a ballerina. And press and lift yourself up. Reverse your plank here. So the heels and the palms are what's touching onto the earth. And then exhale, welcome the sits bones back down. Inhale, arms come all the way up, biceps by ears. And exhale, we fold forward. Folding wherever is comfortable for you. So maybe our hands are wrapping around our toes and our feet. Maybe they're resting on our shins or just onto the floor or the mat. Whatever feels right for you. Allowing the head to be heavy. Closing the eyes. Focusing the breath to the back body, to the back of the lungs, the space between the shoulder blades, spaces of our bodies we don't often think of. Inhale, tuck that chin. Roll yourself up bone by bone. Back into your dandasana. Bring the knees in with you. Beautiful. From here, we'll press the soles of the feet together, rerouting through the sits bones and let the knees drop out to the side, finding our Baddha Konasana, our butterfly pose. So this is a wonderful pose if you have tight hips. It's a great hip opener. So my hips seem to be a little bit tight today. My knees are a little high up. So from here, I'm going to wrap my fingers around my toes. Inhale, let the heart center shine forward. Gaze can be up. And on your exhale, how much can you hinge forward? Hinging at the hips. Chin tucks at the last possible moment. In Baddha Konasana, your butterfly posture. This is one of those poses you hold for a few extra breaths as it really gets down into the connective tissue surrounding our joints, literally creating space in our bodies. And even though we are bent forward, we try and energetically send the breath from the top of our head down to the pelvic floor. Deep cleansing breaths. Inhale, tuck that chin, roll yourself up bone by bone. Slowly welcome those knees back into center. And from here, we're going to find Navasana, our boat pose. So where you are on your mat, you're going to keep your knees in nice and tight. You can hug the back of the legs if it feels right for you. Finding that balancing point, not quite on the sits bones, more so on the sacrum or the tailbone. And then maybe we point our toes just like ballerinas. And maybe our boat pose looks like this today. Maybe it looks like this. Or maybe we can get really crazy, straightening the legs and letting the arms float. Very good. From here on our exhale, Let's welcome the knees back into the chest. Don't let the feet touch. Inhale, stretch it out. And exhale. Again, inhale, lengthen. And exhale. One more time. Inhale, lengthen out. And exhale. Very good. From here, we're going to keep our knees nice and tucked in and roll ourselves all the way back onto our spine. Very good. Scoot down if you get off your mat a little bit. Hugging those knees tightly into the chest. Rock yourself side to side. Full body hug. Massaging that lumbar spine. So we've built our energy, we've built our heat. Before we begin the rest of our day, let us take a moment to cool the body and relax the mind. And when you're ready, from here on your next inhale, send your feet up high to the sky, finding a legs up the wall pose. If it feels comfortable for you, you can keep your hands wrapped around the backs of your legs, helping them float there, or challenge yourself and let them come out to a T posture. Beautiful. Letting the legs do the work for you, floating up overhead. And maybe we take turns, stretching through either side of the body. On our inhale, left leg will drop, right leg stays high. Very good. So finding that stretch to the left side of the body. Exhale, bring it back to center. Inhale, right leg drops this time, left leg stays floating. And exhale, back to center. Beautiful. Inhale. And exhale. Inhaling. And exhaling. One more time each side. Inhale, left leg drops. Exhale. Inhale, right leg drops. And exhale. And then from here, welcome those knees back into the chest one last time. Full body hug. And very slowly, we begin to settle in. Stretch the legs out nice and wide onto either side of your mat. From here, we tuck the shoulder blades, keeping our heart centers open as our palms tip up. Let the feet splay to either side, however they land, whatever is most comfortable. Remind the shoulders to inch away from the ears. Give space into the cervical spine, to the neck. Eyes closed. As we take these next few moments for ourselves, for our bodies, as we melt our way into Savasana,